Thank you, Melissa. Well, the new season usually ushers in spring cleaning and putting away winter clothes. But what can you put away and what can stay out a little longer? Here to help us out is Charlie Brogan, a professional organizer and owner of Organizational. Good morning, Charlie.
Good morning and happy Wednesday.
Exciting. Happy Wednesday, first full day of spring, Charlie.
How exciting.
Exactly.
So you want to start tackling your winter clothing. So now you want to keep your little beanies out and you want to make sure that winter is fully done before you start putting everything away. That's the biggest tip.
Okay.
Now when it comes to coats, your winter coats, your winter jackets, we have 3 ways of putting them away. So if you're lucky enough, if you have a spare closet in your house, you ideally want to hang up your winter coats for the off-season. You want to use a sturdy wooden hanger, okay? Very important, otherwise the plastic ones do not last.
Okay.
And then you want to put them in a garment bag. That's to protect them from dust and critters, believe it or not. Now, if you don't have a spare closet, many of us don't.
That would be me.
You have a few options. So you can use a bin, storage bin. Make sure you get the ones with this clackable lid.
Yes,
Right, again,
that way it closes really well.
Exactly, and that's again to prevent your insects from coming in and dust from coming in.
Okay.
So you want to take your winter jackets, you want to have the closure facing you, right? So the back on the table.
That's a good tip.
Very simple. You just bring your sleeves in, you fold them onto each other, bring the hood forward, and then just fold it over a couple of times. Just make a rectangle and push the air out. Right? You're going to be able to maximize the space that you have in your bin.
That's a great fold. Right.
Very simple.
Okay.
Now, if you don't have room for big bins, many of us don't, use a vacuum sealed storage bag. These are amazing because you can fit literally 5 to 6 big adult size jackets and they will literally reduce to the size of a book.
That is something. And then you just, how do you do that? You just attach. Is it here? Oh, right. Okay.
And then you're going to twist that off. You're going to put your vacuum. It's going to suck the air out.
Okay, good.
And then you can pop it under your bed.
There you go, because it reduces the size, takes out all the air right down to that. Okay.
And then a handy tip, before you close your lid or your bag, you just pop in a dryer sheet. It will keep everything smelling nice and fresh.
I can smell that already. Yeah, it's a nice aroma.
You put it right there.
All right, so that's what we do with the big old winter coats. That's how we can store them. Okay.
Because
now we got the smaller items now.
Smaller items.
Okay.
So now, I like to have a bin for each type of items, not accessories. You can put all the items together in one bin if you're comfortable with that. That's not a problem.
Okay.
When we start with hats, don't complicate your lives. Just make sure that everything is clean, dry, and put them on top of one another. For the earmuffs, little girls, and I love them.
Big old earmuffs, I love that.
You want to make sure that they are folded onto themselves. This will help to prevent breakage in your headpiece.
And I noticed that you have plastic containers see-through, so it makes it easier to identify, right?
Absolutely, because then you can see everything you've got. If you don't have see-through ones, make sure that you get labels. Labels are your friends in that case.
All right.
When it comes to gloves, we have 3 types. We have the nice soft ones, mittens and everything. You can roll them up into a ball like you would do socks, right?
Yes.
Then you have your big skiing gloves. Usually they're already coming with attachments. So make sure you clip them together because #1 rule of gloves, you want to make sure you only store paired gloves.
I love that. Right.
We have so many gloves that are alone in our house. So now, the ones that you cannot fold onto each other, just use paper clips. Paper clips. Or use a peg.
There you go.
Keep them together.
Okay, that's the idea right there, keeping them together.
Exactly.
Okay. And then
for your scarves, you want to roll them up. Not only does it save space, you can really squish some more.
Nicely done, yeah.
And
okay.
also, it will keep them from getting all wrinkled up.
Okay.
During the storage.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, let's go to the final one here.
Absolutely.
Where you've got the very
and
big
the boots.
clunky boots.
Yes.
What do you do here?
Now the boots only in bins, again, are lockable bins.
Okay.
You want to make sure your boots are clean when you're storing them. So make sure you take out all the dirt from underneath the soles.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
And then you want to stuff them with newspaper.
Oh, okay.
Or, you know, the wrapping paper, that's silk paper. You want to go all the way from the toes, all the way up to the top of the boot.
Is that to keep its form, right?
Absolutely. Because then, ideally, what you do is you put them in your box. You line up another layer.
Okay.
And then you're going to put the other pair on top. So it will prevent any creases or any damage from having the boots on top of one another.
You filled it in there with that paper. That is such a great idea.
And then you put another dryer sheet.
I love that, putting the dryer sheet in there. So then winter comes around, clothes, boots are properly stored to come out and they smell fresh.
And they're ready to go.
Nice.
You're excited.
Charlie Bourgogne, the owner and founder of Organisationnel, thank you very much for coming by. Professional organizer. I love it. Getting ready for spring and by putting away the winter garments. Thank you, Charlie.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate
Have fun
your time.
with this.
Thank you. All right.